Hey ladies, put a finger down if you are over 35. Put a finger down if suddenly you have all these problems with sleep that you didn't used to have before. Insomnia type symptoms or just difficulty sleeping kind of up and down throughout the night. Put a finger down if you're suddenly bumping into walls. You're a little klutzier than you used to be. You're bumping into things with your shoulders, with your wrist, with your head, that didn't used to be such a problem. Put a finger down if, despite your best efforts, you feel like you are failing all the time. You're letting people down. You can't seem to keep things organized. You're just kind of here, there, and everywhere, and the demands are just too much. Put a finger down if your mood is all over the place. If it feels like sometimes you are completely in control of your emotions and sometimes you just aren't. Well, if you've put at least your first finger down, you're over 35, chances are that you're already in perimenopause. Perimenopause can start as early as 35, but usually people see that around their early 40s. For me, it was definitely in my late 30s. I don't know exactly when, because of course I didn't even know that I was going into perimenopause, so that's why I'm here. This is just your reminder that all of those symptoms, well, being over 35, which isn't a symptom, bumping into things that you didn't used to do before. I've always been a little bit of a klutz, despite the fact that I used to dance. I was never the best with balance, but I've definitely gotten worse at that. My poor watch gets beat up all the time. I'm definitely having insomnia type symptoms, usually about the week before my cycle. And then usually about kind of midway through my cycle, I also have some problems with sleep. My mood has been up and down and all around, especially again, right before my cycle. I tend to, at least in the past, have taken that out on the people around me, on my husband in particular. And I'm really working to be aware of those emotions, to honor them, to recognize them, and to not let them run the show. I also am struggling with just feeling like everything that I do is not enough. And that can be a big part of going through perimenopause, because I think a lot of the times we blame ourselves when it's not really our fault. There's definitely things we can do. As a therapist, I really do focus on internal family systems or parts work to recognize right before my period, I tend to get really angry. And so I'm trying to connect with those parts of me that are wanting to be heard, that are really angry with me, with others, and really letting them be heard. And so there's lots of work that we can do around this. Hormone replacement therapy is an excellent option. Therapy is also a really fantastic option. If nothing else, just getting validated and knowing that this isn't your fault, so to speak, and that there's things that you can do. But this is literally just the biology that's happening, and it can happen as early as 35. So this is just your friendly reminder check-in that this isn't your fault. You're not going crazy. You're going through a very natural state of development as a human. And remember what it was like to go through and be a teenager, right? And go through all of those hormone changes. Well, this is even bigger. So give yourself a lot of grace, connect with your friends, connect with your family, connect with people who support you, connect with a great community here on TikTok of women going through perimenopause and menopause, and remember that you're not alone. Take care.